Level by level gaming, and let's fix this Nintendo that will not read games. Now, a good friend of mine gave it to me, and he said no matter what he does, he couldn't get any of the games to work in it, and he even took it apart and tinkered with it a little bit and still couldn't quite get it figured out. So I'm going to see what I can do with this thing, and just for good measure, I am going to take the game out, blow in it, and stick it back in there just to see if it makes any kind of difference. And no, it doesn't. We don't get any glitches or any change in the screen. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this thing disconnected from the TV and give it a quick look over. Now, all I can really see is some cosmetic issues. There's some cracked plastics, but nothing really that jumps out at me. So let's go ahead and get this thing apart. Now, the good thing is you can use a regular Phillips head screwdriver. You don't need the special bit, the game bit, to get the old Nintendo apart. And another thing I like about these old systems are every one of these screws on the shell and on the internals holding this shielding in are pretty much identical. In fact, I can only find two screws that were slightly longer, and that was two screws that were holding down this ejection mechanism. Now, this is that toaster pop-up deal that they put in these old Nintendos. And once we get that thing off, we have a 72 pin connector that is actually pretty loose and wiggly on the cart there. So I'm just going to test a theory I had, and that is I'm going to use this pick and I'm going to lift up each one of these pins. Now you can see that the pins below my thumb in this still image here, I've lifted up just slightly before trying to reconnect this game and see what happens. So once all the pins were lifted and we cut this thing on, voila, we have a working game. So that's what it was. The pins just weren't putting enough pressure on the game to get it to work. So if you like my videos, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit me in the comments, let me know what you think, and don't forget to tap that notification bell.